Hey guys, Karan Bidani from Obi Scrub here and back with the top 7 apps for the month of July 2018. Let's get on with it. If you're bored of the notifications that you get, then maybe this is a pretty good app to try. So you get these really nice animated notifications on the bottom right, or you could place it anywhere else if you'd like, notifications on your screen. There are quite a few to choose from. There are obviously some that are free and some that are paid, but the paid ones are pretty interesting. Yeah, so it's just $1.49 for the entire suite of animations. You unlock all pro animations with that. And again, you could keep changing them every day and enjoy them as you please. You can also control the speed with which the animation should come and go. You could, make it faster or keep it slow, and you can also change the location where you want it to be. So make sure it's not interfering with your keyboard. And you can also whitelist apps for which it should show or it shouldn't show. So it's turned on by default for all apps, but you could turn off for the ones that you don't want. And guys, before we move on to the second app, it'll be great if you could just hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying hard to get to 100,000 subscribers real soon, so thank you. Next up is Google Podcasts, which was launched last month and is probably the most useful and simple and good-looking podcast app up until now. Simple and good-looking because of the way it's designed. It's really neat and clean, really minimal and dead simple. You like something, you click on it, you get the entire list of episodes, and you have a subscribe button that you could just, hit and subscribe to. Or you could go ahead and search for your favorite podcast. It's really simple, very predictive. So as you start typing, it shows you the name of the podcast, and then you tap on it. Again, gives you all the episodes. Go ahead, subscribe it, or you could just start listening to one of the episodes in the entire list. When you click on one of these episodes, you get the option to play, download it, and to mark as played. And once you start playing the episode, you get this really tiny little player at the bottom that you could access. You can rewind by 10 seconds, go ahead by 30 seconds. And if you're really impatient, you can increase the speed of playback so you finish the podcast faster because you don't have as much time. So that's that. And here's the good stuff. All of this is synced with your Google Home. So if you want to continue listening to your podcast that you paused in your car, you could just come back home and say, hey Google, continue my podcast, and it'll take off from the same spot. Coming to the third one, which is really interesting again, is how cool would it be if from your notification panel, you could just hit a button, take a WhatsApp picture, and send it to someone in your WhatsApp list. Or let's try something else. You want to head to work and you want to see how much traffic's there. You just hit one button, it shows you exactly that. Or, you want to create a new Google document on your Gmail ID. So just one tap. And that's exactly what Tiles does. It's a super useful shortcut tool that adds things that you most commonly used in your quick setting panel. And there are tons of examples to choose from. The possibilities are endless, and I'm not going to go through everything, but let me give you an example. So let's say that, I want to place a new shortcut in my quick setting panels. I've got 3 of them already covered, and I can add 2 more. So I enable the 4th one, and let's say that I want to be able to share my location with anyone with just one tap. Okay, so that's the objective. When I enable that, I go to my button order. I see this new shortcut right there. So I drag and drop it onto my quick setting panel, tap on it, and that's exactly what it does. It says let friends know where you are, get started. It won't come the next time, but just hit more because you're on Android, so you can pretty much do what you like, and share it with any other app. Coming to the next one. So how many times has this happened that you want to show something to someone and then you realize, oh wait, it looks better in landscape mode, and then you're like, but wait, my screen rotation's off. So let me turn that on. Awkward moment, and then you're like, there you go, it looks better. That's where Android P rotation comes really handy. It's a tiny icon that appears only when you turn your phone into landscape mode, and then you just tap on it to rotate the phone just for that instance. And you don't have to go all the way, turn your screen rotation on. It overrides that. And when you get back to portrait, just tap on it again and you're back. So, you avoid all of that hassle and you have that functionality. Coming to the 4th app of the video is Howls. Whether you're looking to set up a new house, a new room, or even just thinking of how to beautify something that's already existing, you need inspiration because interior designing is not something that comes naturally. That's when an app like Howls can really come in handy because it has a lot of these interior designing ideas for each and every kind of room and setting. So you could be looking at an eclectic type bathroom and you have no idea how that looks like or how you might want to set up your own bathroom, and you just give those filters and it shows you a bunch of options that you could go through. Or let's say you're thinking of a contemporary style living room in Boston, and again, it doesn't have to be anything, no filters, just a bunch of photos that are just there, and you can go through them and keep forming ideas in your head. If you like something, just tap on it, save it, and save it to an idea book that you could share with your friends. Now let's say that I decide, what, green looks great on a wooden floor, but wait, black actually looks better to me. Oh wait, another example that the black and wood go really well together. So maybe the next room that I decide, it's gonna have a lot of black and wood going together, and that would be the theme with white walls. The next app is called Driving Detective, and it's a brilliant app. I love it because it turns on itself automatically when you're driving, so you don't have to manually switch it on. It just detects that you're driving and it's gonna go into D&D mode straight. So just provided the necessary activations or the necessary accessibility that it needs from your phone, and you're all set. You can also decide certain priority settings, so you can have certain people still be able to get through to call you or to message you, and that's about it. But again, must-have app. The next app is called Smarter Time, and it's again great because it's fully automatic. So it's a fully automatic time tracker for all your time management needs. It automatically builds a log of your daily schedule, and then it provides you a big picture analysis to properly understand how you spend your time. It can help you track distractions, it can help you realize where to save time and where to invest that saved time. So if you're doing something less off or doing something more off. And again, it just creates this beautiful timeline like a log, which you can see, and you can really just figure out what's going wrong in your life or what is it that you're doing really well. So just a great app to try. I don't know how useful it's going to be to you, but it's really up to you how much use you make of it. So that's it, guys. Those were the top 7 apps for the month of July. See you in the next one.